the fast rhythm of the job. And so coming to Puglia very often means coming here and relax, unfold, restore the soul. That's what we try to make. And when we have our tours, we introduce our new friends to local friends. It means that our local friends are cheese bakers, farmers, amazing restaurants, very good winery. This is the example. And we organize big tables, and around these tables we put all these friends, and very often we cook together before, because cooking for us is a way of expressing the crossing of cultures. So for us, food is the first dialogue. Through food we make wonderful conversations. And these wonderful conversations allow us to mingle to each other, and it gives us a sensation of very big happiness because we share the experience. So for us, traveling and these kind of trips are mainly a culture sharing, and we do it with the groups of any size, but also with solo travelers who come here and have the chance to tour and discover the area without being alone, because we take care of the guests from the beginning to the end, and we find lovely accommodations, we customize the groups, we customize the tour according to the wish list of our guests, and so we can do really everything from touring and testing vintage car tours as well. You know, this is a lovely way to discover the area in a vintage car drive or accompanied by a lovely driver. And so this is a place where you can actually come 365 days a year, not only in summer, because this area is mainly known for the beautiful beach and coastal landscapes, but it is much more. And we really do our best to share with guests the amazing people living here, who have big hearts, big souls, who are always so happy to welcome friends and drink a glass of wine together. We also plan customized tours for women and girls getaways, and we are always happy to make as a kind of educational program. It means we make papier-mâché classes, which are very, very funny, pottery decoration. We also have some groups loving how to make earrings, for example. And our friends love it very, very much. You know, we usually start with, okay, you just try, then they get passionate about it, and at the end of the class they have their new 10 pairs of earrings, which is very funny. We also paint. We paint en plein air, we paint in historical towns, we paint in the countryside, but we also have yoga retreats. Yoga retreats are very nice, they're relaxing, of course. We have a wonderful yoga teacher who is a local guy, and he's very talented. He speaks English, so no problem of communication. And we make our yoga classes in the olive trees or groves, which is very, very nice, or on the beach, or in beautiful settings. And so we have special programs also for people who don't eat meat, for example, for vegetarians. What we try to do is really realize and fulfill the dream of the trip of your life. So if you, at a certain moment of your life, decide to come to Italy and visit Puglia, you just say, Elena, I would like to make this in Puglia, and I would like to experience the very best and most authentic experiences, and we do plan something similar to your dream, and we help your dream coming true, I hope.
Can you tell me about growing up in Lecce and how you decided to start your company?
Yes, sure. I studied abroad. I studied in France, and at a certain moment, I felt the call of the roots, let's say, and I decided to come back here because I have always been working in the past for international companies, planning events in Italy and abroad. Events mainly in the most beautiful Italian cities like Sicily or Tuscany, beautiful Tuscany. And then I decided that it was time for me to promote this amazing place, not only for conventional things that are Baroque and architecture and food, but mingle all these things together and create a kind of bridge between me, my passion, and other people. And I always have considered the fact of speaking another language an opportunity for me to transfer them my love and my passion from this area, which is really a nice area, where more and more people are decided to come and live or to expatriate, or to have Puglia as their buen retiro, because it seems that in Puglia there is a wonderful atmosphere and slow life atmosphere. Once you are here, takes your heart and it's a never-lasting love. And so that's how I decided to start my business. And it's a quite old business now. I do it since 2000, actually. I have always been working in the organizational field, these corporate events, conferences, meetings, and tourism, of course, tailored, customized tours, but tours that are based on emotion. On emotion, I love my guests, who are not my guests, they are my friends. To live and to feel what I try to transmit to them before by email or by social network that are now probably the best means of communication. And so for me this is a great opportunity to make a conversation based on food, on wine, on traveling, on exploring. The journey for me is a way of sharing a joy and happiness and image. And sometimes when I take tons of pictures of tomatoes, for example, they ask me, but Ilenia, what are you seeing of so special in these tomatoes? And I say, I see Puglia, I see the intensity of the growth, I see the farmers working in it, and I feel the smell of these amazing tomatoes. And so these tomatoes for me become something really special, and I like to share it with my friends, and I hope that my friends will come to Puglia and share the same happiness with me.
Tell me just quickly who your co-workers are. Are they all local residents of Lecce, and how do they interact with your clients?
The people who work with us and with our tours are locals, of course. And they mainly come from villages around, which gives a very special and authentic taste to the trip. Because of course when we work with professional chefs and they ask for cooking in professional kitchens, we also have professional kitchens like restaurant. But we actually prefer cooking with local mamas, grandmas, and aunties, the real Italian family. And we like that once you open the door of this house, which is a private house, a private kitchen, mostly a rustic kitchen, you really feel the sensation of being part of the family. So if you have ever dreamed of having an Italian family, you come here and you find it. If you would like to have a grandma or a sister, you come here and you find it. And so we cook with these local mamas, aunties, and grandmothers. Not the grandmothers are tall like these; they are so sweet. And we do it in a very formal, unconventional, relaxing way. We are professional in teaching our friends to learn how to cook Salentos or Puglian style, but it takes place in a very fun, relaxing way. And we really, once they are back home, we ask them to send us the pictures of their creations, you know, because our mamas, they are very professional and they want to see the result of the job. And so they are all locals, all from the area. They are people we personally know, we personally have cooked before. And when we choose a mama or a nonna or a zia, there must be something like a kind of falling in love with her. Mm-hmm. If it happens, then she will become part of our team, and we will cook together. And you know, there are some amazing things taking place in this area. Yesterday, for example, we were with some guests from New York. We arrived in Otranto, that is a lovely village, coastal village by the ocean. And when we arrived, we were getting upstairs by the stairs to visit the old town. There was a little bit, there was a small nonna, grandmother, and she was harvesting wild chicories and arugula. And this was perfect. I mean, I couldn't have asked them more to the destiny in this case. And you know, these are the things that make you feel happy, simple, genuine things. And this is also the area of the slow life. It means that if you are in a hurry, if you are stressed, or if you pretend that things are just like, you know, in northern Italy where things are so punctual, this is not the right place for you. This is the place where once you arrive, you take your clock and put it away. You don't need it anymore. That the only rhythm is the rhythm of your heart, of your soul, of what makes you feel happy, what you are keen on doing in this moment. So if you want to cook, you cook. If you want to get a rest, you rest, or whatever. This is not something new. I mean, this is the slow life philosophy in this area. And this is also the phenomenon that has convinced many people who arrived here just on vacation, for example, to fall in love with this place and then decide to come back for 2 other vacations, then to establish themselves in here for living their life.
You described many wonderful theme vacations. What about for holidays? Do you organize, and do people really come during a Christmas or an Easter or an event? According
to the availability of their time, their period, we can absolutely organize holidays. Puglia, Salento is open all year long, all year round. So they just send us an email. They tell us what the date is from to, and the budget also, because you know not everybody can afford expensive holidays. So they tell us what the average budget is per person, what the needs and wish list is or are, and we tailor it. So yesterday, for example, I had a request for 2 weeks. It is a group of women, and they want to cook. So they asked us for a big house with a lovely kitchen, and they will stay there and cook and also visit wineries, and of course they will do other activities like papier-mâché and decoration. And we are planning it. They sent me an idea of their budget, and we are doing it.
Of course, I'm American, but where do tourists come from? Everywhere in the world?
From everywhere in the world.
So it appeals to everyone?
Yeah. We have guests from everywhere. We have guests from United States, Brazil also, from everywhere. Yeah.
My goodness.
Also, there is also another lovely thing that is we love working. We love welcoming friends who are passionate about Italian language. 2 weeks ago we had a group from Germany. It was a group of mature people. Let's say that they were 60, okay, and they studied Italian in Germany. So they made this group, and during the week they made so many nice things, included the oil harvesting, which was great, of course. They also made their own pizza with a pizzaiolo. His name is Roncino, and the name of the mother is Concetta. And it is not that you just go in the pizzeria and have your pizza. You have to make your own pizza with the rozzino. So it's a way of just becoming Italian, Southern Italian for a week, for how long you wish.
Two things. You have to compete with the more well-known areas in Italy. I'm not saying better. Tuscany, Umbria, even big cities. How do we tell potential clients what they're missing by not coming to Puglia? Puglia, scusi. Stop.